A man died nearly a year and a half ago inside the Adams County Jail, and yet today, not a single deputy responsible for that man's death has been subject to an internal affairs investigation. Tonight, 9 News investigates why Colorado's internal affairs investigations lack consistent deadlines. Here's Chris Vanderveen.
As far as mysteries go, this one lacked even a hint of ambiguity. A man died inside a jail surrounded by deputies trained not to do what they did. Simple, straightforward.
Arthur Roybal is my brother.
Adam Hernandez knows his brother died on a gurney, strapped down and face down for 16 minutes, a direct violation of the county's own policy. The coroner even called it a homicide.
I miss my brother. I think about him every day.
And yet, a year and a half after Arthur Roybal's death, an internal Adams County Sheriff's Office investigation has yet to start.
It feels like, they're hiding why my brother is dead.
Why is a question we asked. The answer to that led 9 News Investigates to a much bigger mystery than the death itself.
There's been no punishment and there's been nothing.
Yeah, that's tough. Not knowing is horrible.
Forgive us for a moment for introducing something to this story that might appear unrelated, at least at first.
This started along South Santa Fe Drive.
Late April this year,
they shot at him.
on the 29th, officers shot and wounded a man they say tried to kill them in Inglewood.
2 people are dead. 3 officers are now on leave.
The following day in Jefferson County, Thornton police officers shot and killed 2.
You did have a case overnight.
We did.
District Attorney Alexis King is talking about the latter case, but what she told us applies to both. There's a standard in Colorado when officers use deadly force. 2 investigations, one led by IA.
Correct, internal affairs.
An internal investigation led by the officer's bosses looks for possible policy violations. The other, led by an outside team, looks for something else.
Ours is essentially a criminal process, and the IA is an administrative process.
2 separate investigations tasked with 2 different things. King told us, in her opinion, one need not wait for the other to begin.
You would have no problem with Thornton immediately conducting an internal affairs investigation in relation to what happened last night?
No, I spoke to the chief this morning and told him that he could do whatever internal administrative process he felt was warranted at the time.
Call it concurrent or simultaneous investigations. Remember the Inglewood case? They too agreed to run their IA investigation concurrent with the criminal investigation.
At the same time, it is already ongoing.
Our investigation found that to be the standard. We asked 36 law enforcement agencies when they will start their IA review of officer-involved deaths. 2/3 said immediately.
They are separate, but they are parallel investigations.
Larimer County Sheriff John Fan starts his right away. He said it's critical for public trust.
Again, that's where our community expects that transparency. And it's just 2 different avenues of investigation. Again, one is, we talked about criminal, and one is administrative.
We also asked 8 district attorneys' offices if an IA investigation might interfere with their criminal investigation. 6 took no position or said the IA review can start at any time.
And the national standard is running them concurrently.
Tony Spurlock will never be confused for a man who likes to question law enforcement.
I'm very pro-law enforcement. I could classify myself as that, yes.
The former sheriff of Douglas County knows some law enforcement agencies decide to wait to start their IA until after the criminal investigation is complete, mostly out of fear of interference. But he says that fear is unfounded and leads to unnecessary delay.
IAs cannot cross over the wall and share information to the criminal side.
Even still, we found multiple law enforcement agencies still wait for the criminal investigation to conclude. That includes Denver Police, Louisville Police, and the Adams County Sheriff's Office. The same office that to date has yet to investigate a single deputy for the now year-and-a-half-old face-down, strap-down death of Arthur Roybal. It's apparently news to the local district attorney's office, which told us Adams County doesn't need to wait for its investigation to wrap. In essence, it's free to investigate this whenever it wants.
Yeah, their policy was violated, and they are taking no accountability for not following their policy with their prisoners.
As of last word, the deputies involved are still working their normal assignments. A mystery and a mistake, says Spurlock.
Is 18 months too long to wait to start an IA investigation?
Without an exceptional reason, yes, it is. In my opinion, is not good service to your community, it's not good service to your agency, and it's not in best practice.
The Adams County Sheriff's Office tells us all deputies involved are still working their normal assignments. The county's policy on this type of restraint is clear. It reads, quote, "Restrained inmates shall not be placed face down or in a position that inhibits breathing."